Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me on our regular Sunday. For you new folks, thanks for checking out my channel. I hope you like my content. Today I have the Heimdallr Orange Monster Homage. And y'all know who Heimdallr is. They make tons of different Homage watches, from, different companies like Seiko and Omega and Rolex and just about everybody out there. Anyway, this is their Seiko Orange Monster, their second gen Seiko Orange Monster, which I think is the SRP309. I've actually got an Orange Monster here. It's the third gen, which I'll bring in here in just a second. We'll do a little bit of comparison. Obviously, it's not an apples to apples comparison because this is the second gen Homage, and the watch I have is the third gen with the 6R15 movement. But the case, I believe, is almost identical. Anyway, I think y'all like this. Let's check it out. So guys, we'll get into this, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like this or any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. As y'all know, I get a very small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so whenever you do so, I definitely appreciate it. So this looks like pretty simple Heimdallr packaging. You see here? You got the little shark right there, you got the Heimdallr logo, and I guess that's Chinese writing right there. So let's open this up. This did come wrapped in a whole bunch of plastic and some other stuff. And upon first inspection, let me see if there's anything underneath here real quick. I feel something under there. What we got under there? Maybe I don't. Is there anything under here? What we got here? Hey, I didn't know this was even under here. All right, so you have some sort of warranty card, manual. You have a bracelet tool, pretty cool. It's like you got a spring bar tool, look at that, or a bracelet tool, one of the two. I didn't know that was even underneath there. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, so let's put this stuff back. Pretty neat. All right, now upon first looking at this, guys, I mean, it's crazy how similar this is to an original. Just upon first inspection, I mean, they really did a good job with this thing. So guys, let me go ahead and tell you all the 7 specs you need to know, and I'll put the rest of the stuff down there in the description. Along with those 7 specs, I'll put the specifications of the real Seiko SRP309 next to this Heimdallr version. So you're looking at a 41.6 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 13.6 millimeters thick. It's 46.6 millimeters lug to lug. Bracelet is a 20 millimeter stainless steel bracelet. Water resistance is 200 meters, which is 660 feet. This, funnily enough, has a Seiko NH36A movement inside with a 41-hour power reserve. This, again, funnily enough, has a sapphire crystal. Of course, you know the original had Hardlex. And again, all the other specs, check down there in the description if you really want to kind of compare and contrast the two. And again, upon first feeling this, looking at it, it's crazy accurate. Even has drilled lugs. Look at that. Even has the drilled lugs. Wow. I mean, the only time you can really tell the difference, guys, is if you were to put this dial under a loupe. Obviously, the indexes aren't as nicely placed on there. The font is a little bit different. It's mainly in the indexes and the border around the indexes. The bezel, the font's a little messy. It's not applied as nicely as a real Seiko. In fact, let me bring this one in here. Here is the third gen, the SBDC075. Again, a different watch. This has a 6R15 movement inside. This has a Cyclops over the date. And this is a third gen. This obviously has a sunburst dial instead of kind of like this flat orange dial. But the case dimensions and everything about the case and the bracelet are, if I remember correctly, literally identical. This one just has a better movement inside, and it has the Cyclops over the date. So, but I mean, it's crazy how close Heimdallr has gotten to the original. I'm just really, really surprised. Really, really surprised. I mean, I forgot how much I love this watch. I mean, this is literally my favorite watch. I love this 3rd gen monster. God, I love this thing. And I also have the blue coral version as well. So I got both of those. Anyway, so again, looking at it, I mean, upon first glance, I mean, if this had a Seiko logo on the dial at 12, I'd be like, okay. I mean, it's just, the reproduction is so accurate. It's a little scary, man. I mean, the handset, the date window, the shark tooth indexes, the bezel. Again, the bezel, the printing is a little not, I mean, it's not quite up to par. You can see the AR coating. Holy crap, I didn't even realize I had AR coating as well. Yeah, it looks like that Sapphire has an AR coating. The bracelet is very similar. Look at the bracelet. I mean, even where stuff is polished as opposed to where stuff is brushed, I mean, it's crazy. Now, the cool thing is with this one, again, you get a sapphire crystal, you get a milled scissor clasp instead of stamped metal. There you go. Get a milled scissor clasp. Same screw down case back. This has some really fine laser etching on it, by the way. I cannot believe I like this watch, guys. I can't believe it. But man, I mean, if they can come this close to reproducing a authentic Seiko, I mean, obviously that means that, you know, Seiko is just, their prices are really outrageous right now. But man, this thing with the discount, I think you get like a $25 discount. I think they're selling these for $179. You get a $25 coupon from Amazon, which brings us down to right around 160 bucks. But I can't dislike it, man. I mean, yeah, you know, obviously they're knockoff watches. These people haven't made their own original stuff. I think they actually have a couple of their own original designs, but I mean, that's basically what they do. They get the big brands, the big names, they make knockoffs of their watch. Well, not knockoffs, homages, because it doesn't say Seiko. It's got the Heimdallr shark logo right there. But obviously we all know what it is, and we all know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. But I mean, even the fit and finish of the crystal, the fit and finish of the crown, same knurling on the crown, great crown pop. Oh man, I'm really impressed, man. And the thing is, I don't want to be impressed. I'm irritated that they're not making their own original designs, but good grief. I mean, whoever's doing these is doing a great job. I mean, a really good job. You get the Heimdallr logo here on the buckle right there with a little shark right there. You got 2 tags. Basically, one tag is like a 3D kind of tag with the logo. And then you have another one that's just a paper tag. They don't have any like model information or anything like that on them. They're just tags. But man, for 160 bucks? I mean, good grief. It's just, I mean, the handset, the second hands, the shark indexes, the Luminous pip's a little bit different. On the original Luminous pip has a little internal chrome bezel around the actual pip itself. This one does not. The 1 and 15 is a little bit shorter than on the original. The printing on the bezel is a little more further in on the bezel. Like it almost, I think they might have almost made a mistake, like 1/10 of a millimeter to the left, and that would have maybe broken through the steel on the bezel, and you probably would have had to throw that bezel away and use another one. But the font, they're using for the numbers, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Now, normally I wouldn't, really suggest buying one of these. But man, I mean, if for whatever reason you can't afford a real monster, because these right now are probably going, oh gosh, I'm guessing $500-600, if not more. I know this one, these are probably going for around $1,500 to $2,000 for the 3rd gen with the nicer 6R15 movement inside. But these are not cheap. And if you could find one like new old stock, it'd probably be like $1,000, I'm guessing. So if you can't afford that, or you don't want to afford that, you just love the look of the monster, but you don't want to pay all that money. Again, you are getting a Seiko movement. You are getting a sapphire crystal. You're getting a milled scissor clasp. So these are kind of upgrades that the original watch didn't have. So, again, guys, it's up to you. I'm not really condoning it, promoting it. But if you want to head on over to Amazon, I do have one of these on my Amazon channel. So if you really want to get one, go ahead and get one. I mean, who am I to tell you what to buy, you know, what not to buy? I mean, I do have my opinions when it comes to watches, and I'm normally not a big fan of homage anything. You know, think of your own original designs. You know, don't copy other people and make, you know, other people's stuff less valuable because there are tons of copies out there. You know, don't do that. You know, like Rolex, poor Rolex, good Lord. All the different copies of Rolexes and other different watches. But anyway, I hate it, but I really like this thing. I mean, it just feels identical to this one. Again, I know they're different watches, but it feels, I mean, this is 200 grams. The original, I think, was around 200 grams. I mean, they feel literally identical so far as the weight goes, so far as the fit and finish goes. And again, the only way you can tell this one is not a legit Seiko is if you were to put it underneath a loop. Like I have a 40 times magnification loop, and then you can really see the difference. The indexers are not as sharp. They're not as clearly defined. The paint's a little bit messy. And the same goes for the bezel. It's just not quite as nice or well finished as a legit Seiko. But man, it's really, really, really close. It's scary close. And I actually like the Caseback on this one, honestly, better. Got all that nice laser etching on the Caseback. Let me show you the Caseback of this one, of the legit watch. You got the Tsunami logo, but man, I kind of like the Caseback of the Heimdallr better. Can't believe I'm saying this. I cannot believe I'm saying that. But anyway, I do. But I absolutely love this watch. Love this watch. Love that sunburst dial. I've always liked a sunburst dial. It's just a beautiful watch. I like a Cyclops. I know some of y'all hate them. I like them. You know, this has got the upgraded movement inside the 6R15. So, but this and this one they feel so similar. It's crazy. Anyway, guys, if you want to get one of these, head on over to my Amazon channel. Again, I'll put a link in there for it. They're currently $179. They come in a whole bunch of different colors, and there is a $25 coupon. So again, it's going to bring it down to right around 160 bucks. You know, before I forget, hold on. Let me put this thing on. Let me show you. I know it fits because I've already tried it on, and it fits really well. And this also has what, 3 micro adjust too? Wow. It even feels great. Damn you, Heimdallr. It feels great. Now the Lume, I think the Lume is, what is the Lume? It's Japan Super Luminous C3. So I don't know if that's like a version of Super Luminova. Because I think Super Luminova was actually originally invented in Japan, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Let's go ahead and kill a studio light. Let's kill this monitor. Let's kill these monitors. And let's go ahead and zap this thing. The Lume, again, surprised me. So here we go. And we'll do it. We'll go ahead and put them side by side. All right. Heimdallr's on the left. Original SBDC075 3rd gen is on the right. There you go. So, I mean, even the Lume is very similar. The original Seiko's Lume is a little bit brighter, maybe, but the longevity of both of them is still there. Man, this is just crazy. This is absolutely crazy. It makes you think, like, how much are watch companies taking advantage of us, especially like the name brands. If, you know, Heimdallr can make something like this with even kind of better specs because it's got the Sapphire, and then Seiko's making this. I mean, God, I feel like a fool. I really do. I feel like a fool. And I can say that's the first time I've said that about watches and homage watches. But yeah, the Lume is identical. It's lasting the same amount of time. It's the same amount of brightness. The Seiko might be a smidge brighter, but not much. The Luminous pip on the Heimdallr is brighter than the Luminous pip on the Seiko. Good Lord. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and cut everything back on. Again, like I said, I'll go ahead and put a link down there in the description field if you want to check out my Amazon channel and pick yourself up one of these. And guys, that's really been about it for this one. So if you want to get one of yours, get one of your own, again, I'm not really promoting it. I'm not, saying definitely go out and get this, but if you want to get one, man, do what you want to do and buy what you want to buy. So anyway, guys, as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. I really appreciate it when you do that. And I will see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.